And we're back. It's another Sessions with Stef. I love doing this podcast, guys. I do it every second week, and it's a blast. I get to interview friends, and last show actually was family, which was pretty fun too. People that I've worked with, people that I don't work with, that are in the music business, musicians, singers, songwriters. I work with them all, and I interview them all, and it's a blast. I love doing it. I want to keep on doing it because I learned so much, and it's actually inspiring to me to hear other stories of other musicians and struggles and, successes as well. Today is a big success, obviously. We have some great guests with us today, and I'm going to introduce them soon. I'm excited about this one. I've been waiting. Actually, they were a first call of mine. When I first started Sessions with Stef, I called them, and we've been waiting for the right moment, and it is the right moment, and you're going to get to hear why it's the right moment. We have a sister podcast called Let's Talk It Out, which you should check it out. It's with Lisa and Francesca. It's a fantastic podcast, not with musicians, but with all kinds of artists and, there's directors and what else do we have? We have
entrepreneurs.
Lisa. See, Lisa's behind the mic too. She's producing as well the podcast. We have Sierra on camera. And Lisa's going to chime in once in a while.
Chime.
That's what she does. And
Ring.
What?
Ring.
Okay, cool. So you should check out her podcast bi-weekly as well. And that's it. We are brought to you by a few sponsors, which is great. We always love our sponsors. Keep them coming, guys. It's a blast. Our first sponsor, who has been with us from the beginning, is Fearless Sounds. Francesca is here. Let's hear her voice. She's here.
Hello.
Francesca is the owner.
Shy voice.
She's the owner of Fearless Sounds, which she's a publicist for artists, for musicians, for singer-songwriters. She does the marketing for them. She's a manager as well. She works with all their budget, their needs, and she really... she also does, I believe it's placement, right? You place...
Yes.
Okay, playlist placement.
Playlist placement.
Right, that's what she does, and she's fantastic on it. Actually, some of our guests have called her for her to do her magic, and she really does some great work. Fearless Sounds. I will give you her number. It's 514-409-6061. You can call her for a date, or you can call her for Fearless Sounds. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I had to add that in.
Made a profile on Match.com.
There you go. She's phenomenal, guys. Fearless Sounds. Thank you so much, Francesca, for sponsoring us. Our latest sponsor is Nettoyage Diamant, guys. It's a cleaning company, obviously, but they are fantastic. The owner, Anthony, great guy. They do residential cleaning. They do commercial cleaning. If you do renovations, they come in and they clean your house. They really shine it up awesomely. They're like a diamond. Exactly. Nettoyage Diamant. Guys, they're phenomenal. You know what? It's spring is coming. Window cleaning. Big thing with Italians. They take like a weekend to clean the windows. Call Nettoyage Diamant. They're fantastic. They have a website, which is nettoyagediamant.com. And their phone number is 514-686-1581. They are phenomenal. Give them a call. Nettoyage Diamant. And finally, our traiteur Bon Appetit. They are amazing with food. They help us with our show. We have a show, and they cater all the food for us, and it's fantastic. I have hired them to do a private party. They have brought... they bring in lunches. They do hot buffet, cold buffet. They're delicious. They have a hall on Sauve. You can give them a call. Their slogan is A Little Taste of Italy at 514-389-4345. They are fantastic. Their food is delicious. Give them a call. Traiteur Bon Appetit. And I believe we have another sponsor, which is Group Art Italia, right,
yes,
Lisa?
And you believe correctly.
That's right. You see, look, they're coming in. I can't even keep up with them. I have to ask Lisa to give me more information. Art Italia.
Do I have to comment on that?
No. They are a manufacturing company, I believe, right?
They are an innovative and creative custom designing manufacturing company. They supply retail, hospitality, and restaurants. So they also work in project management.
They do like work. They work with a lot of of metal and stuff. I believe
so.
Yes, because where I work, they have all the carts and stuff, and the trolleys were all designed by them.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
they do Canada
specialty
Post,
supplies.
They do specialty supplies. They're fantastic. Art Italia. Do we have a phone number?
We do.
We do have a phone number.
We have a phone number,
and their phone number is
514-643-0114.
Great. They are located in Montreal, and they do phenomenal work. Art Italia Group, fantastic. And now we get into the good stuff. Now it's one of the interviews I've been waiting to do. I've been excited to do. I'd like to welcome. We've got Brigitte Pace.
Hi, Stef.
Hello, Bridget. How's it going, guys? Brigitte Pace, independent artist, of course, singer, songwriter, performer. You do it all in terms of singing and performing and writing music. You've been writing music for years. Mm-hmm. You are fantastic. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I mean, I called you a while back.
You did.
I think it was you were one of my first calls. And it was like, I need you. You guys have to come. I love you guys, man. And we have Albe Passarelli, guitar player, of course, a songwriter. He sings as well, but he's a producer as well, guitar player, guitar teacher. Guys, he's the guy. He's the guy to call. He's it.
Many hats.
I mean, I've looked up to him when I was a kid. Okay, we're almost the same age, but it's because you started at a young age. Right. You were on stages very young. Very young. Very. And you caught my attention right away. Awesome. And I'm glad to call you guys friends because it is 20 years. Just FYI, it's about 20 years.
It's
about, eh?
Yeah.
Whew, okay, we'll forget about the timing. Anyway, it's good to be 30 years old, right?
Absolutely. We started when we were 8, right?
We started, whatever. Okay, it's okay. Hey, don't make people do the math.
No math.
They could just go saying like, oh my God, they're 30. They look so good. Yeah. You know, right?
It's only a number. It's
only a number. So, Brigitte.
Yes, Stef.
I know that there's a new single coming out.
There is.
There is a new single.
Yeah, I've heard
a little snippet of it because I saw the video.
Oh, you did?
Well, I didn't see the actual video of the song because it didn't come out yet.
No.
But actually, by the time this comes out, it might be out. Is it?
May 20th.
May 20th. So
is the release date. So
it will be out by the time.
It'll be out by the time this comes out. Okay, so. I am going to say you're going to have to check it out. We are going to give you all the YouTube information. We're going to actually link it up with our podcast so you can just click on it. It'll be in the description. But, I mean, the song I heard, because now I haven't heard it or seen the video yet because it hasn't come out. But I saw like a little ad, and I believe the song was playing in the background.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
and I'm loving the sound.
We did a little teaser.
It was a little teaser. It's I'm loving the sound of it.
Thank you.
Could it be a little different
than
the master?
Producer.
Is it a little different than like this album? I would say because I heard your last release, which we will talk about as well, Sad Eyes. Did you go like a little different on the sound of this?
Well, this is a little bit more upbeat.
Okay. In terms of song.
In terms of song.
But in terms of sound of the album, because I have your old stuff as well. I listen to your old stuff.
In terms of sound, I mean, her voice is distinctive. It has a distinctive sound, and it's a common denominator with every song that we write. So to say that one is different than the other, styles change, times change, but her
sound, yeah,
her sound is there.
So it is a little different in the sense that the earlier ones it was a little bit more rock.
That was where I was.
A little bit more edgy.
That was what I was going.
Where a little bit more angry.
Little pop. This one is a little more pop.
This is a bit more it's mature. It's a little bit more mature, but still on the pop rock edge, but not as it's adult contemporary.
Okay.
Depends, it depends on the mood and whatever I'm talking about, I guess. I don't know.
And I know that you put a lot of thought into your music, your lyrics.
Yeah.
Like it all comes from a place, right?
It comes from within.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it's really a lot of it has to do with my story of who I am and where I come from and what I've gone through and stuff.
And the song is called Ignite.
This one is called Ignite. It's upbeat, which I'm happy about because, in the past I've written songs and everybody's like, this girl is really sad and it's dark. And
I never knew you as sad, though.
I'm not a sad
No, I
person,
know.
but my life, growing up and stuff, things happen, and this is what makes you.
Yeah.
But definitely, there's challenges as you get older, and I'm still a work in progress. There's so much going on, and I'm an empath, so I feel everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that's going on in the
You
world,
feel it?
I feel it, and it's like I've learned now since Sad Eyes to really put a stop and say this is not my. It's not on me. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like I learned to.
Kind of filter.
I have to
what's-
separate myself,
Gotcha.
from it all.
But
because-
anyone can relate to the song in their way as they hear it and as they feel it. So
Yeah.
so that's that's a key thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be strictly about her.
Oh, but definitely, obviously, I'm not alone, and
Of
people
course.
always feel like they're alone in a certain subject or whatever's going on in their lives, right? When
Yeah.
things get tough, you feel like you're alone and you don't know how to handle stuff. But if you just talk about it to the
100%.
next person, you'll find out that we're all the same. We all bleed. We all,
Yeah.
you know what I
feel.
mean? We all hurt. We all
100%.
we all are happy. We try to be as happy as we can be. Just try to live the best life that we can.
Definitely.
That's my motto.
So coming back to the song, ignite, meaning like starting over. It's positive. It's refreshing. Because Sad Eyes is a little more on the
I got
darker
you. So
side.
it's kind of like a continuation from Sad Eyes, right?
It actually is,
It
because
is.
Sad Eyes, I was in place, and I finally. Sad Eyes is about awakening to your true self, right?
Okay.
So once you're awake, right, now's
Yeah.
the time to put things in action.
So I'll
So
tell you something.
ignite is about putting everything in action.
Okay,
you
we're
know,
going to talk
and-
about, because I believe you're going to perform both songs, right?
Oh, yeah, we'll give it a go.
I love it. I love it. We'll give it a whirl.
We'll give it a
She's
go.
like performed about 10 million times.
Not lately.
Not well, none of us have.
Lately, no, but
But-
so like I said, it's always like now, especially, it's like we're starting over
Yeah, it's
every
true.
time
We're
you
igniting
get
it.
back. It's
Igniting it,
getting
yeah.
back and into the thick of
Yeah.
it, and so it's tough. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're one
Did-
foot in, 1 foot.
Did you like this song? Because I think you'll probably start by performing Ignite first.
if you want?
So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about Sad Eyes, and then we'll
Okay.
perform Sad Eyes. But so Ignite, like you're saying, to Ignite, did it come to you before the song, or did you say I have to write about starting fresh, or was it just a feeling?
I guess it's my feels, whatever I was going through, and yeah. So I mean, obviously, when you write a song, like for me, how do you come to write a song? Well, for me, it's like it finds me, and then I realize, oh shit, this is what I'm going
This is-
through. This is what I have to listen to me, and I've had the hardest time listening to myself. For years, when things are going on in my life, I kind of put myself on the back burner.
You bottle it
right?
in, you forget it.
I
and-
know. I just, everybody. I don't know. I just.
Yeah.
It's
You just,
just hard.
no, I know what you
You
mean.
put yourself on the back burner a little bit, and now is the time that I'm like saying no more, no,
Me
you can't.
first.
No, that is my turn now. This is me. I've got to put myself out there. I've got to do what I have to do. I won't let anyone mistreat me, or
100%.
this is the way it's got to be, right?
I already know how I can take your song. I mean, I haven't heard it yet. I know it's going to be good because everything you guys do is good. But I know how I can relate just with what you're telling me, because I've done that many times as well. I put myself on the back burner, and I know what you mean. Like, I work. I'll make it quick because it's not about me. But I work Canada Post, and I walk a lot. And past 10, 15 years, I have pain all over. Like, I'm hurting because of every day the same routine, up and down the stairs with weight. It catches up to you. But I have a hard head, and I've done it before
push
where
through it.
I've ripped. Yeah, I pushed. I just keep going because for me it's don't stop. And I tore my calf. I worked through it, just because by the time the MRI came, I worked through the
Yeah,
pain.
you can't stop.
Now, recently, weeks ago, I stopped. I was at work and I said, no. Now I'm igniting myself. I'm not going through this pain. I should not be feeling this pain. I have like a tendonitis, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. So
You have to do what's best for you.
right. And that message can be felt with everyone. It might not be with work. It might be with people. It might be with family. It might be with
But
anything.
if everyone were to do that,
yeah.
what kind of a life would you have? You'd
Exactly.
have a better life.
Exactly.
So
100%. So
that's-
now I
that's-
see
it's
where
the little things.
It's about putting yourself first,
And-
and,
and-
it's
and-
not to be selfish.
No,
It's not.
no.
And many, maybe before I would think that maybe it's selfish if you do, but it's really not. It's about taking care of yourself.
Because
It's
if
about
you're happy,
yeah, it's about being happy.
Everyone else-
Everybody
will be
wants to be. Yeah, exactly.
everyone gets the best of you. And
exactly.
That's what we want, right?
Exactly.
plus the
exactly.
song there was an inspiration from. Mel
Oh yeah,
Robbins,
so the song is, as I was writing this song at first was called "How to Get Over It." I like in my head I had
Yeah.
it written as "How to Get Over It," and I at the same time I was on Instagram and all the social media, and I follow this woman called Mel Robbins, who's really an inspirational, motivational speaker and all that stuff. And
Anthony's
she
wife?
wrote no, and she wrote a
good
book
one.
called The High Five Habit. And so I downloaded the Audible book, and I kept listening to her, and I was going through stuff, and she just every day she was that spark that just told me that okay, I gotta make some changes in my life, So I finally did a big change. I left a workplace that was a little toxic, a lot toxic. But anyways, I don't want to go there. But
Oops.
I just, I left it, and not for anything, but I just needed to step away for myself, because it wasn't. And anyway, so going back to this Mel Robbins, she wrote The High Five Habit, and before in your other segment that
Talking
you guys were
about
talking about
mirrors.
in the mirror, talking in the mirror.
yes.
Well, she's a big advocate of that.
Mirror talker,
And
mirror
yes,
talker, yeah.
yes,
Wow,
because
okay.
what she says is you have to high five yourself in the mirror, and every day as you wake up, and tell yourself, you're gonna have a good day today. Because when you're in a down place, and when you're spiraling, and you're just not,
Yeah, you don't feel it.
you don't feel good. You don't put your best foot forward all the time. So, anyway, so she put this out, and it was so funny. I wrote the song, and the main words and the lyrics were all like written and stuff, but there was a few words that she inspired me with, that I said, you know what, I got to use those words in my song, because
Wow.
this is what helped me, And I just I mentioned the high five in the song, and stuff like that, and she counts backwards 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and she says jump out of your bed. When you don't want to get up in the morning, and you're like, I can't get up.
You know why the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? In the psychological terms, because when you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're breaking a thought
pattern.
process. So if you're in a bad spot, or if you're having anxiety or something, those are little tricks that you could use to
You're gonna
cut
be
stop.
counting all day.
Stop.
No, but
if
try
you
to count
consciously-
100,
if you
say
consciously
count
decide-
100 minus 4,
Yeah.
or 100 minus 6, and go down. The minute you start doing that, your brain concentrates on that and forgets the
Yeah.
thought that was hindering.
So I have anxiety and all that stuff as well. Everybody does
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God, everybody does.
But so that's the thing. So that's the part about the mirror, and high-fiving yourself and just celebrating yourself. Because when you high-five somebody, you're celebrating, right? You give somebody a high-five, you say, hey, good job, good this, that.
Yeah.
But we never do that to ourselves. We're not our cheerleaders,
True.
So sometimes you need that. And so I wrote the song, and then it was called How to Get Over It. And I thought it was a little bit on the negative side, how to get over it. And I had Ignite as a lyric already. And I said, you know what? I'm going to change it to the more positive. And
Gotcha.
And that's how it became.
Ignite, it'll be
and
okay.
anyways, Ignite, it'll be okay.
That's
And
the
that's
actual name of the song.
Oh, okay. Oh, amazing. Okay.
yeah.
So it's-
Fantastic.
Anyways,
Wow. Well, I'm excited to
I
hear.
don't want to go dark.
I don't want to go. Well,
no more.
no, but you know what? It is good to just talking about it. It doesn't have to be dark all the time.
No, it's,
right?
it's
Just
not.
saying.
Actually, this is I think it's an upbeat song, and I think it's a feel good. I hope it inspires others to take their leap forward, to just take that leap of faith and do what they love. And, no matter what's going on in your life, just be true to yourself. That's the whole point. And I think from Sad Eyes to this is the whole continuation of my journey of growing and of just getting out of,
Amazing.
Yeah.
How about we hear the song? I'm curious
Oh,
to
my
hear
goodness.
how the lyrics play. I mean, this is awesome.
All right.
It's a little different acoustic, but
Maybe Mel Robbins will see your podcast.
Maybe, that's right.
You're gonna hashtag her. Maybe she will see it. I've been talking about her all the time.
And the song.
Check is in the mail.
Check is in the mail.
Just kidding. When life's got you down and the road is long and you feel the shadow and you're not on top of it all, how to get over it, yeah, how to get over it, go on, get over it, yeah, go on, get over it. Ignites a fire, your heart's desire. Don't hesitate, your life awaits. Don't give up trying, just keep on fighting. Don't be afraid, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. You son of courage, daughter of strength, you've got this gift within you. For God's sake, show some faith, and you'll get over it. Yeah, you will get over it. Go on, grab hold of it. Yeah, go on, get over it. Ignite the fire, your heart's desire. Don't hesitate, your life awaits. Don't give up trying, just keep on fighting. Don't be afraid, it'll be again, time and again. Old scenes play in your head, playback talk on rewind, playing trick on your mind. Forgive, let it go, let it go. Ignite the fire, your heart's desire. Don't hesitate, your life awaits. Don't give up trying, just keep high-fiving yourself and say, hey, that you'll get over it, yeah, that you're loved and safe, how to get over it, yeah, get on your way, it'll be okay, 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 it'll be okay. Woo!
Wow.
Very awesome.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm a little dry. My voice got like this, so
No, it's
dry.
great. It
in
sounds
here.
great.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna first say those falsetto notes. Power. I loved it. Oh,
Did you?
man, it hit
To me, it was like, ugh, so dry.
Well,
Oh, it hit me. It was great.
Yeah?
Ah, it was like, oh
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I got the shivers on
on
that.
the actual recording though, she's really belting full voice.
Oh really?
Yeah, and that was like killer because originally I wrote the music, and I wasn't really thinking of the key for her. So I just like the changes.
She's only the artist. I mean, whatever.
So I like these changes, like these chord changes, right? These open B, the open F sharp.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it was just so cool. So I presented it to her, and so we went with it, and then we felt like somewhere, because the song is not long. It's about 3 minutes long, right? 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's radio friendly, but we needed something to climax. And just at the end, she goes, "Okay, well, let me try this. Let me try it." And all of a sudden, she came out like when you hear that,
Really?
she's
I
belting
can't
full voice. Now she was doing it falsetto. She was doing it falsetto because it's.
Well, I mean,
stuff,
we're
right?
sitting down. We're not on a stage,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
It's a different vibe, right? Of course.
But,
And beer is not the best.
she impressed me. She impressed me. I have to
Wow,
say.
she always impresses. She's fantastic. Bridget, honestly, because you've been doing it for years, we know. I mean, we know. I mean, Bridget, we know as well. But you were always a fantastic.
Oh,
singer,
thank
so-
you. You're sweet.
No,
Thank you.
It's amazing. Really.
Thank
is.
you.
It's, I got to play with you.
We
You
did.
came, you played in the band with us. We actually did some gigs, which we'll talk about.
I don't know how you remember stuff because I'm like,
Do you remember? There was one gig. I'll never forget it. It's Sly called us. Guys, I have another wedding. Can you play with a band? So it was you, me.
You put it together fast.
We put it together. Within, I think we had 2 rehearsals and we played a wedding. I think Frank was playing bass. Kaz was there.
It's fun.
I'd like to say yes, I remember.
And it was in the West Island. It was in the West Island. We
But
played
you know
at
what
that
happens,
Greek-
Steph? When you have a baby, your brain goes.
Oh yeah.
My baby's 14 now, but
Yeah.
like
Which we
seriously,
had our
I'm
kids at
still,
the same
I'm still
true.
saying my
Yeah.
brain left me a long time
long
ago.
time
But
ago. Everything
no,
gets
no,
fuzzy.
no.
Everything
Yeah,
goes-
everything is like so
Yeah,
many. Yeah, it's been a while though from.
Oh yeah. We're talking
From
years
that.
ago. Yeah.
I'm sure it was fantastic. We always have fun when we
always
do
have
get
fun
together. That's for
true.
sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
We always have fun. We'll get back into that for sure. But so Ignite. I mean, wow, the song is powerful.
Thank you.
The lyrics are fantastic. Of course, Scorching Jizz is always amazing. No, it sounds really good.
Thanks.
And I know that you guys did Sad Eyes as well, and that did really well.
Thanks.
That did very well. It was a great tune.
Thank you.
I saw it everywhere at a certain point when Tony Marinaro was playing it.
Absolutely.
I'm listening to my sports. I'm like, wait a minute.
We
I
were
know, that was
freaking
so
out too.
That was
Cool.
great.
Yeah. He
He's
was
so
a
nice.
great
Such a nice-
supporter of
That
He's
was
a
great.
nice
And
guy.
the video, see, I can't talk about Ignite because I didn't see it, but Sad Eyes I saw. And that was a beautiful video.
Thank you.
That was a really, really nice
awesome.
video.
It
That
was,
was Camo and
Yeah, apocalyptic, like
M had some
Vibe.
stuff to do with there. What did M do in there? Did he paint something?
M painted we
He painted my clothing.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
one point.
we
And a
used-
backdrop for
Yeah,
us.
we used
And a
his,
backdrop, yeah.
we used the studio to play in front of the backdrop, part of the video, and also
The
part
indoor
of
shots, the indoor shots
the
of
indoor
that
shots,
video.
okay.
the
was
outdoor
done
shots were done at that park.
at his studio
what's
and
the
the out.
park again?
Frederick
Bach.
Bastille.
Bach.
Oh, yeah.
Bach.
Bach.
Bach, yeah.
Sorry.
Which has these circular pods.
That's right. That's right. I remember
And
that.
it's so apocalyptic. Ironically, I mean, it's so sad what's happening in Ukraine and all that. But ironically, it reminds me of an apocalyptic kind of.
It looked like that.
A year.
It kind of gave
earlier,
that feel.
So it's
yeah.
not like and so the park itself plus M's ideas with the clothing, the camo, and all that.
Yeah, that
it was like. It was
the
really,
the video was phenomenal.
and so the new video now there is some integration, some things with the drone that by the way it's Rick Maroney.
Of course,
who,
Maroney,
it's
yeah, they're
fantastic. His
fantastic.
images are unbelievable.
He's amazing. Yeah.
And,
I actually did a commercial with him.
Yeah,
He's great. Yeah, he's fantastic.
His images are really, really top notch, and
His
so
food stuff is great too.
yeah,
Wow.
he's good. Yeah,
So
Talent,
who
he's very
designed?
talented.
Like who came up with the context of the?
well,
the video?
we scouted
Which
the
video?
we-
Of
The
Sad Eyes?
I can't talk about Ignite.
Sad Eyes. Well, what happened was it was kind of by fluke because we went to scout M's place, and then it was actually M's idea to walk over to that park, and he's like, I got a park that I think you guys are really gonna like.
I
And
hate
when
that
we
guy,
went
by the
there,
way. Fucking hate him.
he's
yeah, he's got a
artistic,
good
so-
eye.
He's
got
a
a good eye.
genius.
So when we went there, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want. Like,
Now you have to remember, we filmed that.
We had just- it was
it
after.
was smashed in the middle of the pandemic, right? Where you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
yeah.
see two people, right?
Yeah.
And so we were worried about
just because we just came out of the time like where you'd walk down the street and it was like a ghost town and it was
Yeah.
empty and it
Yeah.
looked like that was
and our recording date was the 11th of December, if I'm not mistaken, which is a crazy time to go outside
Yeah.
and try to film something. It's winter.
Yeah.
2 days prior, it snowed. The field was full of snow.
Oh, shit.
We didn't want the snow. We wanted
Yeah.
that green. Day later, it went to 6 degrees and it all melted.
It all
So
melted.
that day
Wow.
was about 7 degrees. We got lucky, so
Wow.
we were able to
lucky. I froze. He didn't. He had the jacket. I didn't.
Lucky. Lucky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do it again.
But visually, it's stunning.
Yeah,
It really,
the-
and the song goes with the song. A beautiful tune, guys. I really
Thank you.
enjoyed the song.
It's a deep song. It's really
is.
really a deep song, and like fortunately and unfortunately, we got it out there, but we tried radios and all that stuff, but it's just a door opens, then that door closes, another door opens, and it closes. It's very tough to get a song like that to the masses, although there are
Mind you,
people that could get it to the masses.
certain radio personalities actually told me that Sad Eyes, was a good song that he thought would have done really well out west, you know. And so, you know, I really appreciate that.
I always say it's a, you know, that it's a crapshoot. It has nothing to do with song being good or not. I mean, I know a million songs that are really good that just never make the light of day because there's way more behind the scenes than just the musicality of it. You know?
Yes, exactly.
Because there's some songs that really suck that make it on the radio.
Well, I mean, we've tasted that whole radio thing. You know, I don't know if you want to talk about, but early on when our first single came out, "Save Your Soul," I mean, we you know, the way it all came down. You know, we had managers and all that, independent. So, you know, the song at that time was CDs, so the song ends up at Shom, right? Yeah. And the program director there, you know, they had stacks of CDs like this of all the artists, and he said, you know, the reason I'm playing your song is because it's an amazing song and I like it.
Wow.
So by him playing it,
that's great, but it's rare, right?
And it started with him, and then it just went into the other radio
stations. We're driving, me and her in a car, and then you know, there's a car next to us, the window's down, and we're hearing our song. It's like, what a feeling! I mean,
that's really cool.
It's
a lot of fun.
Well,
we had some good time.
You guys made a lot of albums.
Like, we have 5 albums.
5 albums. Yeah. I remember. I mean, I went to a few record launches that you did. Yeah. No, I love it every time.
And we're still doing it.
Really? Are you guys going to do a launch for this one?
No.
Well, we're going to finish the album because the song...
This is...
No, well, we have... You know,
we're igniting something.
We're releasing a song at a time, but
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
But we have material to finish the album. We just want to get some traction and make noise.
Well, it's a different market.
Yeah, now that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm still recording, but you just released 2 songs, but you're still recording.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's not like it used to be where you do a nice, beautiful album with the booklet and you knew who played on it. Now it's like, you know, no one.
And you print 1,000 CDs or 2,000 whatever.
And then you put that. And then you don't know who produced it. And then, you know, like for myself as an engineer in studio, I'm working all the details. I'm listening to every little... And then the first thing people hear it on is a phone, right? Those 2 little speakers, right? It's an MP3. It's not even a wave.
And you got to almost mix for that. Like you got to actually keep that in mind to say, you know what? So many people are going to listen to it on the phone that if I go too bass heavy, maybe...
Well, you're never going to hear the bass on the phone, right? Exactly.
Yeah. I can't say I get mad. At home, I get mad. Like I seriously put it on the sound system because if I don't hear the bass, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. It's like, oh my god.
And then YouTube also compresses. 8, 9, 6, 7 years ago, YouTube, it was free for all. Like you'd put a mix, one person was loud, the other one was slow. Yeah, now YouTube really regulated it, so everyone that you could put your sound super hot, it'll compress it to a certain level.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because they don't want people to have to turn their volumes up on the phones or on the cars or whatever.
Smart, yeah. So Sad Eyes, I mean, it did well. I think it did well.
Well, it did well on YouTube. We got
you got a lot of views on that.
Views on that,
and great.
And you know,
real views, not
real views. Not
you hear stories, right? You know, 300,000 views. How many comments? 6 comments.
Yeah.
You know, so if you got 300,000 views, you should have about 500 comments.
And only they know how long the people actually watch for.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of it is like, you know, your video, not you, but per se, the video is 6 minutes. People after 10 seconds,
there's a limited amount of seconds to get the view.
Yeah, it's like not even 10% or something.
I think it's 2 minutes. You have to watch 2 minutes.
2 minutes
to get a view?
Yeah, to get a view.
To get an official.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and to actually like and subscribe, it's, I think, 2 minutes, depending on the length. So it could be between 2 and 5, let's say.
Okay. Yeah, but to subscribe and to like, you have to be signed in. You have to be, you know, so you have to really dig deep and click the thumbs up. You know?
But to say that Tony Marinaro played it because he enjoyed the song. Do you guys know him personally?
Well, we've met over the years.
We've met him at a few functions and stuff like that. And then one day he called me out of the blue at home. Remember when his Valentine's? Was a Valentine's?
Yes, it was a
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
He wanted us to play live. He
asked me, he says, "Would you come on and sing a song?" And I was actually had asked me for that night. It was a night before. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then I think his wife said, "No, why don't you do it on Valentine's or something like that?"
Yeah, dude, it was the hardest thing. I mean, like, I've played in front of thousands of people, right? But here I am in my living room. We're in our living room. It's Tony Marinaro.
Yeah.
The phone is there, and I see 200 people.
Like, you true. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, and you're looking at your little phone, and my dog is there, and I'm in my...
crazy. It's crazy, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So. I did an album launch during COVID. and there was a big screen in front of it. I think I had mentioned it to you. There was so it was a live cast. So literally, you see the views in the corner of the screen, and the comments are coming at you as you're playing
Yeah.
the song.
That's
But you're
crazy.
trying to perform a song, and you're reading
What?
great sounding tune or what, and you're hoping. I mean, what if someone writes shit song or something? I'm just gonna jump off here.
Would you ever imagine that 10, 15 years
Crazy.
ago, man?
It was all live. As people are writing, we're seeing the comments come out on a big screen in front, but there's no audience.
I know, it's
So I was
crazy.
like,
It's totally
wow, it was crazy. So Sad Eyes. I mean,
You were talking about Tony, but Tony's
Yeah.
Tony's direct. If he likes something, he
Yeah.
likes it. If
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't like
Yeah.
it, he'll destroy
like
it.
we know he
Right.
liked that Montreal got the #1 pick. So we saw it all over Twitter.
Yeah. He went to the priest. I saw his post. He went to the priest. Yeah.
He's funny. Anyway, this guy's hilarious.
But so he took a liking to the song. He took a liking to Bridget.
Yeah, he
and,
just,
and he
he's
kept
just-
he kept promoting it on the show. He kept playing it.
Yeah, I heard it like on the show numerous times.
That
It
gave
was
us
great.
so much boost and so much
Traction.
Traction, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're hoping to get more,
That's
more
all,
traction
that's
with this.
all it takes.
A door.
Yeah. It's
Someone
and
told
when
me
you
that.
hear the story of Michael Bublé, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé was playing a wedding. He was a wedding singer.
Foster, right? David Foster.
Yeah, and David Foster
He
was
was there?
Actually, Paul Martin, the ex-prime minister, was at the wedding.
Okay.
And he called David Foster
Oh, okay.
and said, "You got to check this guy out." And he did, and that's
Yeah.
Oh, I took a prime
That's
minister.
cool.
right?
it. Took a prime
An
minister.
ex-prime minister.
Actually, I have a wedding with.
Just no.
No, it's not. It's not GT. We're playing the nieces. This is hilarious. I play in the band. They're young, and it's what's his name? He used to be in provincial politics. Charest.
Oh yeah.
No,
Chavez with the
no, it's
federal now.
True. I can't remember. I think it's Trudeau.
Trudeau, Justin. No.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm freaking out that I can't remember this right now.
Provincial politician.
I can't remember if it's Charest or if it's Mulrooney. Got it.
Ah,
It's
Mulrooney.
Brian Mulrooney. So his
Mulrooney,
niece is
not
getting
the son.
married.
Okay.
No, his niece is getting married.
Okay.
But Brian Mulrooney's wife hired the band.
Wow.
And the guy who got the deposit
In Montreal.
in Montreal, we're playing it this
So they're
summer
here in town.
July.
Mulroney's
Yeah,
live in Montreal. Okay.
so we're playing it, and my friend calls me. Yeah, I don't know. I got a deposit. Some courier came and brought it to me in person. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I had no idea. And then I opened it, and it said Mulrooney, B. Mulrooney in the corner of the check. I'm
Wow.
like, dude, it's the ex-prime minister. What do you mean? I'm like, dude, it's the ex-prime minister. He's like,
So you can't
oh shit.
take
you
a
know?
picture of the check, keep it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but whatever. I mean, just to say, it's something like that. It's a door, like some person that saw you, that gives you a push, and that's what makes it, breaks it. If it doesn't happen, and how often does that happen? I don't know if it happens often. It's luck.
Listen,
You take it when it comes.
But I can tell you, every person that listens to your song likes it.
Yeah, we touch them with the content and with
Yeah.
and that's our intent. Our intent is to be true and to be honest and true and to, like we said, we feel a lot.
But success is based on when you're ready. We're gonna go behind the curtains, and it's a different show.
That's the B show, the B show.
But it's a testament that you're ready. So, like you said, Tony called you. Hey, can you do a thing live tomorrow?
So I said, sure, no
And
problem.
you guys were ready.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Right?
No, it
For
was
that.
actually that day. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go do my hair. I gotta go.
Right?
I gotta be on.
No, for
you know?
that, for that stuff, we played so much. We're trained for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
We're,
but
we're
still.
trained for the front lines. We've been in the front lines all our lives.
You're right, but there's so many artists that are not.
I know.
They're
and
not.
that's, I know. I
They
see
record songs and songs
it.
and
They don't
songs,
go out there.
and they can't play. They're live, and they're
They
like
don't go out there. Yeah.
stiff or whatever it may be, you know. And
Well, for the longest time, also during the pandemic, a lot of
That's true.
I see a lot of kids that are amazing players, but they play out of their bedrooms. They've never seen a stage.
yeah, it's crazy.
Now they could be so amazing, but the minute you put them on a stage, 50% is your playing, the other 50 is your entertainment.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you're just
Yeah.
in the, shy,
It's-
it's not gonna happen.
100%. Would you guys perform Sad Eyes?
Sure, we'll do
'Cause
Sad
I love
Eyes.
that song.
Yeah, we'll do Sad Eyes.
I love it. Bridge is like, why is he asking me?
Put my pick away.
I was just like, do I remember the lyrics? It's true. What? You'll see. You've got a smile brightens up a room. You're confident, your laugh's in full bloom. Looks like you've got it all figured out with your swag, your style. But all the while you've been hiding. The truth is you're scared and unsure. Try to turn on authentic light. Every time you try to do yourself right, you're up against the wall, fighting the fight. Behind your laugh, sassy, sad eyes, no need to hide behind them, sinking deeper each time you analyze about your life. Rewrite a wrong and it'll do you right. Don't hide behind your sad eyes. Is it the sign of the times or those of misgivings? Tragedy strikes upon those less forgiving. You want to let it go, but you hang on too tight. You're not alone, reach out tonight. The truth is we all have been down that road, one with the winding twists and turns. Take a minute every time they fire up, the hurt you come to learn so deep inside. Behind your laugh, sassy, sad eyes, no need to hide behind them, sinking deeper each time you analyze about your life. Rewrite a wrong and it'll do you right. Don't hide behind your sad eyes. Behind your laugh, sassy, sad eyes, no need to hide behind them, sinking deeper each time you analyze about your life. Rewrite a wrong and it'll do you right. Don't hide behind your sad eyes. No need to hide behind them, sinking deeper each time you tell a lie about your love. Rewrite a wrong and it'll do you right. Don't hide behind your sad eyes. Oh, sad
Love it. Every time I hear it, it's amazing.
I told you I'd fuck it up.
No. That's.
You
know
can fix
what?
it.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I'll change the lyrics.
He'll
No.
re-sing it. He'll
Anyways,
re-sing it.
I wrote it. I could screw it up. I can rewrite it if I have to.
No one knows. Well, now they kind
Now
of.
they do.
But the words. still
I'm
make sense.
authentic. I am true.
It's all
love
good.
I'm not.
But you know what? Like you said, we haven't been performing.
I haven't been performing.
It's 2
I
years.
literally really like he picked up the guitar before coming and we're like, okay, which song are we doing? Okay, we're doing this, we're doing that, that's it. And it's like it's not like we
Yeah.
It's all
that's what happens. I mean, I don't like sit in my living room and listen to myself all day. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. No, I know. Life gets in the way.
Yeah, life gets in the way. You do other things.
I had the
and-
podcast tonight. I have a gig Friday,
Uh-huh.
and it's with a band it's about 8 months I haven't played with. So I'm like tomorrow, like I have it in the schedule. Check out all these tunes, man, because we got a shitload of songs to do. But anyway,
No excuse. No excuse.
yeah, no excuse. Okay, so I mean, you guys have been recording songs always under Brigitte Pace, of course,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it's 5 albums. You said, did you guys start together, like her independent stuff? Was it together? Did you start before? Did you guys
Well,
meet up? I mean,
first-
you guys have been together
Well,
since.
Yeah,
you
we've
guys
been-
are an
yeah.
item. Like it's crazy.
For me and her, for me, I was backing up artists. Like I played with Mitsu for a long time,
Yeah.
and I was touring with her, and so she kind of was.
I was working. With other musicians like Peter Ronaldo and
Yeah.
doing the club scene and
That's
a lot of
That's
stuff,
right after Cocktail,
and
right?
then there's
It's
Cocktail,
I
and then
remember that.
there's tons of bands like Madam Yes and Behavin', and
Wow.
I did a lot of like we did the School
The
of
School,
Rock,
that's
right?
the
I
real
mean,
school.
I
That's the real
started singing. I penned my first song when I was 15. And so I wrote that with Peter, and it was a song about my sister. It was called
Babyface.
Babyface. I had a sister that passed away, so she was the subject of the song, and so I started when I was 15 years old. I wrote that. That's when I started writing, and it just continued, and we'd get together and rehearse, and Peter Ronaldo is also a producer, and he writes, and we'd share rooms with Desi DeLauro, and we'd meet in the hallway. She's belting out her song there, I'm singing it, in one corner in one studio.
Yeah.
So we were doing our thing and just being busy, and music never stopped since the age of like I said, like when I was 15 years old. But I started singing when I was 8, maybe, in front of my mirror, in my little room, and dreaming of being on stage. And then obviously my brother and Alby, that's how we met.
Okay.
Wow,
We met.
I was
we lived
doing-
in the same neighborhood. And
I was doing originals with her brother. We had tons of
Yeah.
original stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Wow.
then they started a band and stuff like that, and I'd go watch them play, and then I got on the stage. And school, I did a song, in the
He caught your eye when he was on stage, huh? He
Wow.
caught mine, fuck. I was like, who's this dude? I want to play with that guy, man. Wow, yeah. So
I'm not jealous.
no, look. I swear, it's not. I think last time I said this story, I was playing a long.
And what
time
about
ago.
me?
You too.
Yeah,
No,
sure. You were like,
but no, because
I have
we-
that effect on guys and girls.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, because we played together. When I saw you,
Yeah.
we had played before.
But
I
you
saw
didn't go
on stage.
gaga like you went gaga with
Well, I had met you. It hit
Might
me
be
when
the
I was-
cologne. Maybe my cologne. Maybe.
I was 17 years old or something. I was 17 years old, and he was playing with Mitsu.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah, we met.
joking.
fucking
Yeah, that's
guy,
it,
man.
yeah,
Who's this
yeah.
guy? It's great.
Dude,
and he
that,
spoke to me. I was like, I was all proud. I had the band. I know the band,
That gig came out of nowhere for me. I didn't want to do that gig. She convinced me to do it. She goes, "You
Wow.
gotta do it."
You see where you sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not good
Yeah, but
enough.
I get the call on
Ah.
the Wednesday, and the audition and the first rehearsal is the Friday, and I have to pick up 2 albums, like in a matter of, and program all the sounds and be ready for 9 o'clock on the Friday. It's like, can I do this?
And
you
he's
know?
like, but I'm going to be touring. And I'm like, it's okay. Go, do it.
Now?
And,
And now? You're not going anywhere. No,
Dude,
joking.
No, he still backs,
No, but just that
we
gig-
back other artists,
but that-
Gianni Bodo and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, and I
Yeah.
love doing that
Yeah.
too. I mean, it's good.
That's always
As a
fun.
backup singer, no pressure,
Being on
it's,
stage is
it's
fun.
amazing. Just,
And anywhere.
exactly. It's music.
So,
This
so
is
that's
what we,
so that's how we started. Like I let go of that scene of the French scene and the all the backing up the artists, and then we started our thing, and then we hooked up with some managers, and they produced the album. We ended up in L.A. Pat Brisson, who's the hockey agent, he ended up managing us a little bit in L.A. We ended up living with him in L.A.
Oh, wow.
And
we did a showcase in LA.
and
I
we-
sang the national anthem in LA.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wow,
fun. That was a lot of
awesome.
fun.
And we were living in Danny Sambello's studio. Now Danny Sambello is Michael Sambello. She's a maniac. The 2
Yeah.
brothers. Yeah. Now he passed away. Danny.
And another funny story when we were in the studio in LA.
Oh my God! Yeah. The
passing of
the Taylor
Hawkins.
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins.
He met him.
Next door to
He met him
studio,
there.
next door to Danny's studio in Venice. I went to the liquor store. He called the liquor store. It's like a
It's a
dépanneur
dépanneur,
here. And who do I cross? It's Taylor, and I say Foo Fighters, Alanis, right? And he winks at me. And then after, I went and buy a bottle of water. I get to the cash, and he goes, "Whatever this guy wants, it's on me." So I mean, I could have grabbed anything, right? But the funny thing was that he pulls out his wallet, and all I saw was a $20 bill. But I mean, he must have had
Yeah, he must have
some
had
kind of
credit there
killer
or
card
something.
or credit for life, right?
It's because the truck was backing up. That's
exactly.
why.
So that little moment in time,
Wow.
for that 2.5 minutes, he touched me, and I remember him clearly. And you know, when I heard what happened to him, it was like
He couldn't sleep that night.
for sure. I was
It was
distraught.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Well, it
like,
hits you, of
yeah.
course.
He's such a talented singer, drummer.
And then when you hear the story,
It's sad.
it's sad because so many
Yeah.
go
it's
through
because
that.
they do so much in that short lifetime that
Yeah.
for other people it's 3 lifetimes,
Yeah.
right? And he
That's
got
true.
caught. You know, he got caught in thinking of being invincible, and when you're mixing all that stuff.
You also,
But-
they start at a young age and then you get caught into it and then it's hard to stop, right? That's the...
But
Okay,
anyway, so
let's
that's
ignite. Let's ignite. How
so
about that?
So that's how that's how we got started, and then from there, you know, we went back to LA. We stayed there for 6 months. We met some musicians there. We were living at their house. They took us in. We did some showcase for the managers of Tears for Fears. Danny was helping us. We went to Michael Jackson's label, Madonna's label. You know, we were shopping our stuff there. We were there in LA, like, you know, the real thing, you know, and we had people helping us. But, you know,
We had to stay. We should have stayed. Well, a little. You know, if we would have stayed, maybe things would have been a little different.
the thing
But
is,
you know what? It's okay.
Hindsight's 20/20, right?
yeah.
To say it after is easier than...
No, but I mean, you know, when you do something like music, you really have to put in all your eggs and, you know, go into it.
Yeah.
But
If this is what you want, if
Yeah.
that's what you want, if you
But do you
really,
really want it?
if you really want it, that's the whole
'Cause
thing. I
family's
guess
important,
maybe you
right?
don't really want it.
well, it's a
Or
fine
do you
line
want
by
it?
saying
Fine
really
line.
want it and not really want it, because you know, if a song hits, you want it. It's there. You're gonna grab it, right?
Of course. Yeah,
So-
but because some people, they don't have to go to LA because they were quote unquote lucky. A song hit
Right.
and they're still in their home. You know, they go for a tour 6 months, a year. But others, they go to LA and they live there for 10 years
To try
and
to
they
make it,
struggle
yeah,
for
yeah.
10 years, but their family's back home,
It's a big pond there.
right? That's the thing.
Little
And
fish.
Yeah, but they're living their art and they're
Yeah.
doing what
Yeah.
they love.
If
So
you-
I mean,
if you like that, yeah.
Unfortunately
mean?
for us, it was pre.
you make a choice. Do you want family? Do you not want a family? What's
Yeah.
important? You know.
For us, unfortunately, it was pre-YouTube, pre-social media,
Yeah, that's a whole
Right.
different game, right?
pre
Yeah.
waves, and only ADATs.
I'm getting a sign for the time, but
Sign of
actually,
the times.
no,
It's
we have more.
time.
We have more because we started recording before, so I've got easily a 10 minutes. But I'm gonna go more because
That's code for I'm gonna go more because it's my show.
it's
Code four,
my
code four.
fucking show. So I'm gonna go more. That's what it is.
Yes, Stef.
No, it's. So I didn't know you guys did the LA thing, which is that's
We did the LA
interesting.
thing
That's
three,
great.
4 times.
Wow.
And like I said, you know, we were living in a studio, Venice. As soon as we got out of the studio, the beach is there, you know. And
Not like I would like that right now.
Yeah.
you know, Danny was such a sweetheart. You know, like
Wow.
he was helping us. Michael was a special guy. He used to eat
Garlic?
garlic, man. As if it was
Raw,
an apple.
No.
like an apple.
Well, she's a maniac.
But it's good.
He's
It's
a
good for you.
maniac. I guess.
What,
Yeah.
what a hit song! That song for him.
Yeah.
blew
Yeah.
him up. So anyhow, so that was LA, and we met so many people there. You know, we played, we practiced where the Eagles were practicing.
Oh yeah, we did because we did the showcase and.
And Pat, because he's so, you know, he said you gotta have an impact. He got us the drummer of the Eagles, Scott Crago, who plays perks when Don Henley plays. But when Don
Wow.
Henley's off, it's
He
Scott
plays
Crago.
drums.
So
Yeah.
imagine
Scott
we
was-
went.
Scott was the
we
drummer.
went into their hangar like rehearsal spot, you know.
So his Eagle
like-
cases everywhere.
And so we had a room, and then after Craig is like, "Come follow me," and he took us on a tour, and he showed us all the equipment and
That
the
is really
gear
cool.
of the Eagles. It was really nice.
So
It
we
was
got a
awesome.
real taste, you know. Then we played for the industry. It was all kinds of record labels and like all the big time record labels. They were all there, and we did our showcase. And you know, one thing led to another, and you know, they wanted to
At
see
the time
more.
that we were there, there was a saturation of women artists that were.
It was the tail end
the
of
Lilith Fair,
Alanis.
the Alanis
Yeah,
Morissette,
that whole- okay.
the whole. There was so much going on, you know, and
Because right after us, there was 10 years of only guys singing, like Nickelback and all the guy singers, and the girls went on in the back burner a bit. But then after
It's funny, how
10-year cycles, more or less.
it cycles,
Yeah.
and if you're part of it,
yeah.
then lucky you,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But you know what? it's fine, you know. Like we're
No,
still doing what we have
Yeah,
to
of
do,
course, of
and
course. You make
if the
do.
stars align, I guess you want things to work, and if the stars align, and if it's meant to be, then you know, it's great.
But you know, the success is depends what your definition is.
Exactly.
Because to me, writing good music, whether it makes it, it doesn't, whether it's 3,000 views, 3 million views, if
What
the song
define-
is
what
good,
defines
success?
what
Yeah.
defines
Yeah,
success?
exactly.
And for me, if anyone says, "Hey, that's a great tune," you had sent me a message when I released the song,
Yes,
and you said,
Yeah,
that
that was awesome.
just that
For that
message
show-
I got.
for that show
it
that
was
you
a short
did.
film, and
Yeah,
I
it
did the
was
song,
good.
and Bridget actually sent a message saying, "Wow,
You
thank
gotta
you."
do more.
I
of
like to do that, you know,
more of
especially when
It
something
touched
is
me. It
good.
touched me.
When
And-
something is good, I like to say it, you know, and it's, you know, it's important to say it to your
Wow,
fellow musicians and friends to support and
Yeah.
stuff, you know. And not everything that I do, somebody's gonna like, or what you do, somebody's gonna
Yeah,
like.
of
But
course.
when something is done, like you said,
Yeah.
well, and it's done good, I mean, you know, it's important
And to me, that's the definition.
highlight it,
In the
you
end,
know?
that's the because I've realized that it's a
Yeah.
matter of circumstance, luck. It's a whole mishkin brolly of everything. But if people
sure.
listen and they say, or your friend says, "Hey, I really like that," not that you ask, "Hey, do you like my song?" You know, because then
Yeah.
it's like, "Well, oh, yes, I like it," you know. But when people just come out of the blue like you did, to me, mission accomplished. Someone said, "Hey, that's a good tune." I'm like, "Wow, I'm happy with that."
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have numerous
that's the
songs like that.
That's the feeling you want.
you.
You want.
Your show is fantastic. I saw it when you guys did the record launch. I was at Club Soda.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw that. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved it. It was great. I'm hoping you guys have another show.
Looking for
I-
sure. For
I
sure.
can't wait for
we're
sure.
hoping
Can't
that it'll.
wait. It's going to be awesome because I'm going to be there. Drunk, whatever. I'm going to be there. Okay, so guys, we have one little section that we have to do. You've done it before. You haven't. It's called First Thought. You probably coached her on this.
Not really.
No, but
Not
I've,
really?
I've seen.
You've seen it.
The
So
questions
we're going
are
to do
always
First
different.
Thought.
The thoughts are always different.
Yeah, but it's a thought. It's the word, right? You just want a word.
It could be a thought. It could be first thought, basically whatever comes to your mind.
Right.
When I say whatever it is, first, I could say favorite food. I could say whatever.
Could be
it is.
dangerous.
Could be dangerous. I might make fun of you just.
Okay.
But it's all in good fun. Okay. And then I'm gonna do another segment too. It's gonna be fast though, because it doesn't matter the time. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you first.
Oh boy.
Favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Yes. You had said something last time.
She's company.
Yes, Three's Company. That's right. That's right.
Half the people listening don't know what that is.
Today I was writing these questions and I'm like,
Déjà vu.
what did I ask Alby? I could have went to check, but I was like, whatever. First TV show. Yeah, Three's
I
Company.
thought you
That's
might ask
right.
her favorite movie.
I thought I asked favorite movie.
No, last time
favorite
you did.
movie.
Midnight Express.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite movie?
The Sound of Music.
Wow.
What
I was thinking
contrast.
Ghost.
What contrast?
Oh my God.
My movie's like jail and the guy gets caught. And
And this is husband wife, by the way, right?
she likes musicals. I like live musicals, but movie musicals.
I don't
Yeah.
know why. I just love it. It's so nostalgic.
be there,
It
live.
brings me back
know
to
what?
my youth, and I just love it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
I know. I
mean,
people,
I can't
people are
watch
gonna
it
be
now.
like, "Oh my god!"
My daughter was in a play of The Greatest Showman.
Oh yes, that's good.
And I never watched the movie. I was watching.
it's a good
Hey,
movie.
the music is
it's
phenomenal.
good.
I'm downloading the
Oh,
CD
it's
in the car. I'm
phenomenal.
fucking. This
good.
is the greatest show. I was like, wow, this is cool. Anyway, cool. Okay, cool. That's two very different.
Yeah, extreme.
I had to change some of the questions up. Favorite vacation spot,
Oh boy, that I've been to.
or that you would love to go.
Oh my
It's a new
God.
question, so I can make it whatever I want.
Maybe I don't know. I'd love to see Australia, but I've been to Italy, and Italy is beautiful.
Italy's quite awesome. Yeah, Italy's awesome.
My latest vacation, Italy, when I went with
Yeah.
my sister, it was beautiful. I love
Where
it.
did you go in Italy?
We went. Where did we go?
You did the whole thing.
Where did we go? I'd like to say Rome.
I think the beer.
I didn't
of
go.
course.
I didn't go.
I went to Rome. I went
went
to
with her sister.
Florence. I went to Tuscany. You know,
Beautiful.
We did a whole like
Isn't
bus.
it awesome?
bus.
Have you been to Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh yeah, you
I
performed in
performed
Italy.
in
Yeah,
it with Vu there.
It was great.
Remember Vu?
It was beautiful. And any part of Italy is beautiful.
yeah. True.
Yeah, yeah.
True. Okay. You favorite vacation spot?
Favorite vacation spot?
We don't go on vacation.
in the
I'm
past,
just kidding, but yeah.
in the past 10 years, if I don't go, someone's going down. Like I need it, I book it, and
That's
I have
it.
to go. Yeah.
I would have to say I'd love to go to South America. I've never been to South America. Like
Nice.
that place intrigues me. That whole continent. You know when you play Risk and
I want to conquer all of this part.
that continent just intrigues me.
Okay.
I know there's
The music's awesome.
yeah, I know it's funky. There's funky places there. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You
but,
might.
but it just intrigues me. I'd love to be able to.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. All right. I mean, I think I may have asked you this, but I'm going to ask you: live or studio? If you had to pick one.
What I prefer?
Yeah.
Live.
Live.
Being on stage, just the energy of the
Nothing
people.
beats it.
But I like studio too.
Yeah.
I like studio.
Well, you
as
have an
well.
awesome studio in your house.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
I like studio because that's where you get creative. That's where you know.
See, but you guys
That's
are
where it
the
all-
epitome of, you're cooking something and you get an idea and you can just go downstairs. I want to do this now.
That's the beauty of it.
That's
I mean,
beauty.
Save Your Soul. That's how it happened, right?
Yeah, Save Your Soul. Actually, it was after
I watched
Alanis.
Alanis
We
concert.
went to an Alanis concert, and then I came home and I had some dishes that I was doing in
washing
the sink,
dishes?
and I'm washing dishes, and all of a sudden I'm like, Save Your Soul.
just came.
Oh me!
I'll be recording now.
I had the idea,
Amazing.
and that's
Boom.
how it popped into my head.
I used to, when I was a kid, I used to write it in a fucking notebook because we didn't even have the phones back then.
But
Right,
basically,
right.
when you write a song, it's
Yeah, we
often
grab the
acoustic
guitar,
guitar,
and now the
and,
phone,
and
and-
then we get into studio. It's not like on the
Yeah, yeah,
spot
of
that
course,
you're,
of course. Okay.
even though you have it.
Do you have a preference? Because I know you enjoy the studio as well.
To me, studio is intriguing because you leave everything behind. You can't hide, right? So any performance you do, whether you're singing, you're playing guitar, there's a level of intensity that you have to get. And once it's printed, it has, okay, now these days people tweak and fix stuff,
Yeah.
but still the performance, that really performance from within.
It's like a signature almost.
It's a signature.
It's
yeah,
always there.
yeah. So to me, studio gives you that. Where live, you have a lot of places to hide.
Yeah.
But live, all the energy is live in the
Yeah,
live, right?
true.
You're connecting with an audience. But I always thought of doing something. Maybe someone might steal the idea. Maybe the idea already exists. But like a restaurant style, where there's huge windows, and on the other side is a real studio. And let's say like Bon Jovi would be recording there, and you're paying to go
To get
and
the session. kind of-
eat and watch a real session.
That's amazing.
I always thought that could be a great idea.
You know what? As long as I'm not the guy who gets the fucking drum sound check.
but
An hour of goo.
No, but yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, this
I think-
is interesting.
I think
No, but like I don't know if did you see the Beatles
Post the
the
goo,
Beatles
goo.
special there where you see that they're writing Get Back, and the song
Yeah.
is just being born, and all of a sudden you're witnessing that, So imagine in
That's
a studio
pretty cool, yeah,
session and
true.
you're seeing a brand new song
Come to
out,
life.
and you were there and you were watching the show as you're having a dinner or something. I don't know. It'd be
I saw
interesting.
that guy, Jesus. I was talking about him before I did the show.
I remember him.
You
So
met
I
the
played with, I
Jesus?
played with Sandra.
He's got I don't know. He didn't play in her band.
But he was at the club all the time, right?
Yes.
He used to play at
yes,
the club.
flute
yeah,
guy. Yeah,
of course.
This guy's a monster.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw him do a whole recording session because he used to record at Costanza's brother's studio
Right.
years
okay.
ago. I saw him record songs, nothing written.
Like nothing written.
Like there's 4 horns in the
Oh, he starts from scratch.
from scratch. He's there and he's like, I want you to do
that's
They
mine,
played
yeah.
it, change the B flat to an E flat there,
Yeah,
do it, hold
he's
that
got
note.
ears. He's got ears like this.
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck, this guy, man.
Yeah,
and then he literally grabs the mic and makes up the words. Because in salsa, there's a lot of inspiration, ad libs, and he'll go for 20 minutes ad libbing about
That's amazing.
whatever comes
Like
to
rap.
mind. Like
Like,
almost.
a bit like rap.
like
but,
these
yeah.
these rappers.
But
that
him,
do that.
it's live, and he sees a beer can, and he's talking about the beer can, and he's
That's
expressing.
the huge C word, confidence, man.
Holy shit, this guy's not normal. But anyways, okay, cool. That's interesting.
talent.
And
Now I'm
talent,
gonna get a bit more tougher. I'm gonna ask you later because I'm gonna ask you
Yeah, I always
best
ask her first. I guess.
female singer of all time. You have to pick one. Yeah. This is
female
Of
singer.
all
and
time.
you're not allowed to say Bridget.
Of all time. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Oh my goodness. That's hard to
It
say.
is a hard one. That's why
Of all time.
Of all time. Like if you had to pick one female singer,
that influenced me.
Like
or...
you're judging, you're on the judging panel, and you have to pick one. Could be if that one person influenced you, cool. But if you have to judge, who's the best female singer of all time?
Jesus Murphy.
Well, the best or the one she likes the most?
Or
Or
it could
both?
be either or.
Either or.
I would say best. Like who
Best.
you think is the best,
Best singer.
The best singer today.
of all time. Could be Barbara
Oh, you like
Streisand.
I really love Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
to be honest,
sure.
she was one of my influences. But okay, I'll go with the Whitney Houston.
Nice.
I think Whitney Houston, was
She's mine.
really she's an icon, and I mean
She's mine.
everybody wants to be Whitney. Right? I did when I was young.
That
I used
voice,
to
though.
sing to her all the time.
That voice is not
She
normal.
made it so
So,
easy. It sounded
you
so
know.
easy.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm
yeah,
down with that. Yeah, I can't be funny.
definitely, and influencers also in my life. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You? Do you have a...
Favorite.
All time.
All time. Yeah, that's the thing. How do you pick? You can't pick that. I know. That's why I asked the question.
I mean, Stevie Nicks, man. Stevie
Nice.
Nicks. That's something really, really special.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah. See, part of it is uniqueness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many that are amazing singers, but they're not that they're not unique, but there's 100 of them, which I
Yeah.
guess is the definition of unique. But yeah, someone like Stevie Nicks, I see where the uniqueness comes in. Like Bono, like Johnny, I know Bono. He's not the best singer, but to be unique,
Yeah.
wow.
I love his cracks. When he cracks, they're amazing.
I know, it's crazy.
You can't live without that.
True. Okay. So, I mean, here, this is a quick one. What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say the Montreal music scene?
Where is it?
That's good. Great answer. Great answer. You?
Needs work.
Needs work. Please help.
Where is
SOS.
Yeah. Needs some support. Yeah.
Why are we so negative? Why are we so negative?
Well, it was good.
Wait, it used to
It
be
used
like
to be
I don't
amazing.
know, or maybe is
We
it
used
because
to
we're
be able
older?
to play. Remember the clubs?
No.
At every corner there was
Yeah.
a club we were playing.
No, exactly. That's
There
the
was
thing.
more clubs. There was
Yeah.
more thing. Maybe in Toronto it's more alive.
Is it?
Here, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't live there.
I don't think business
But
in Canada is made. There are now. I think there's more than 10 years ago. I'd say, but I remember years ago there was a lot of clubs that we would play everywhere.
Yeah, but the
Now-
pandemic killed quite a bit too.
But before, even prior,
Yeah, even prior. It's
duos and trios, yeah, you get them, whatever, because
Depends.
it's cheaper.
Depends what original music or cover music.
Original music, there's no places. There's no places to play.
There used to be where people would want to see original.
Like now,
music.
now it's tribute bands. That's what's
Yeah, tribute bands were big.
exactly.
big. It's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? I have bands. I book bands at the Brasserie, and every time I want to get a tribute band, it's like 8 times the price. I'm like, man, those guys will come for nothing because they just want to play.
Yeah.
But it sells out.
Yeah.
It works. So whatever.
Especially if the
Okay.
band is no longer performing or a few members passed away,
Yeah. True.
then people want to see them.
True. Mimo's playing all the time.
Yeah, he was playing
He's playing all the time. These awesome shows.
huge places.
Yeah, yeah. He's touring all of the U.S.
yeah,
It's like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Why didn't I start that before? Okay. First thing that comes to mind when I say rap music. That face is priceless.
I mean, I
Respect it.
I respect it. Yeah, exactly. I respect it, but
I'll never put it on.
no, it's not that I don't. I like it. I like it, but I don't know. I don't like the vulgarity
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
in the music,
True.
and the double standards.
True.
When
Yeah.
You
certain
could say
things are said, and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't like that, but
True.
but then again, I respect it. I respect it. It's hot. Everybody likes it.
Yeah.
So it's just my
You?
opinion.
Well, listen, like Eminem. I mean, take that, right? Like, so it's not easy to do. It's an art form that's really
Yeah.
difficult
Oh,
to
yeah.
do.
That,
But it's not-
forget
I mean,
it.
But it's not something that I'll sit back Friday night. I'll sip my wine and put on rap. That's not gonna happen, right?
But my son,
I would pay any amount of money to see you do that.
my
though.
son listens to it,
Yeah. Eh?
and he loves it. And I mean, so
Really? Does he? Yeah.
yeah, he
listens to-
loves every style. He likes every
He'll
style.
rap the whole thing.
And he can rap.
memorizes the
He'll
whole-
sing along and rap along, and so there's something to be said. It does. I think it does get your emotions and
Yeah, for
stuff
sure.
for in that sense. And I don't know. I just think I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it. That's my thing.
It's also like, because I guess we're musicians too.
Yeah, you want to
It's
hear
an art
music.
form, but
You
it's
wanna
a
hear-
little different.
You want to hear music. You want to hear.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Like a
Like,
track.
would you sit 2 hours in a
No.
concert and just see a rapper on stage with no music?
To me, as a poet, I'd rather go. I'd rather. I don't know. That's my person. Talking about your son listening to rap. My son listens to a lot of heavy metal, like a lot. He's into rock, big time, right?
Cool.
But now he's killing me. He's coming home saying, Dad, you're a drummer. Can you play this? Play this for me.
And it's
I'm like,
double
like,
kick.
yeah, if I practice, I could do it. Like, give me a month. And then it's like, so do it. And I'm like, well, no, I got other stuff to practice for. Like, fuck. But anyway, yeah, funny story.
Too many styles.
So, favorite drummer besides me?
Well, I like Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good answer.
I really did.
Very good
I thought
answer.
he was he reminded me of
Hard hitter.
the guy in the Muppets, the drummer.
The animal.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Muppet.
Exactly.
Animal.
Like, it's just the way he used to play. I love that
Oh my
about
God,
him. His
awesome.
energy, Like,
True.
yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
mean-
You?
I mean, it depends what style, but I mean, what Dave Grohl did with Nirvana,
True. Yeah.
underrated.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah. He created a sound,
He created that grunge,
that grunge,
That
that
whole-
feel. Yeah.
and even himself, he always took the back line to Taylor, right? Obviously, Taylor's Taylor, but they both used to go back and forth on the drums. But when Dave is Dave too, he's a great singer too. He's a great songwriter.
Yeah. This is a great
But
everything.
he's a great,
Yeah.
But what he did on drums in Nirvana, I think it's pretty impressive.
Those good answers. Very, very good answers. This one's gonna stump you a bit. Favorite lyric in a song. This is Lisa's question. She gave it to me like 2 months ago, and I use it all the time because it's a good question.
Can I use a song I wrote? I wrote.
I would love that.
Lyric.
I would love that.
Rewrite a wrong and it'll do you right.
Ooh, I love that.
Nice. Love it. Ooh,
Right?
That's punch.
That's a good. That's an.
I wrote that in my own song, so I
Shit,
think that was pretty good.
That is deep.
Yeah.
Very nice. I guess that's yours too. You better say it now.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine.
Ooh, ooh.
No,
He doesn't know lyrics. He's
I'm gonna be honest.
right?
You know, when I'm producing, I have to always ask the singers when I comp their voices, right? Please check your vocal. If I grab the wrong word, or because I'm not even listening, I'm
yeah.
listening to the notes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So if they're off, I'll go take some of that. But if they say the wrong letter, you gotta let me know. Right?
Oh shit.
I'm not listening. To that.
Me too. I never.
No,
listened
it's
to
not that he's not listening. You're listening to the lyric, but
No, I
it's
don't
it's
listen.
not. He's not very.
but if you change something
it's
from-
not
from-
what gets. I don't know.
I don't even know at the end of a song. I can sing you a whole song and I still have no idea what it's about because I didn't start thinking about what he means by that line. Or I just like the notes he's singing. I like how it blends in with the chords.
Well, the story is
the
important.
licks that he does, you
Yeah.
know.
That's it.
But like Bad Medicine, I don't know what it's about. You know, is it love?
We don't sit back and analyze the.
Yeah,
the
I just
content.
don't.
We
I
don't.
should, because then when it actually hits me, there's 2 or 3 times where I've been in the car. And I'm, oh fuck, and it makes the song even better, you know.
Right,
But
yeah.
hey, what can I say? We're all made different. Okay, best live show that you've seen.
That I've seen.
Oh shit, I'm way over here. I love it.
Madonna. I don't know. I've seen
Great.
a very good Madonna show that we
can
went
imagine,
to.
yeah.
It was awesome. Lady Gaga.
You saw Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
Lady
great.
Gaga.
Okay, that's a good show.
U2 was always great in
Yeah,
concert.
U2 is good.
Uh,
Okay. There's
few-
not one
a
that
few.
hits you that.
In a small place or in a big place, like at the Bell
Trying
Center.
to think.
Or it could be a small one too.
Could be a small
Yeah,
one.
some I get hit with those. For me,
I
those are the
saw
ones
Chantal Kraviazic
Oh, that was
once
amazing.
play,
Just on
and
piano.
her and piano
Okay.
and vocal.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
She's
that was
amazing.
nice. It was intimate concert, and she was really good.
Awesome.
I enjoyed her music. So
Okay.
at the time, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a quick segment. It's gonna be really fast before we say goodbye. But if you had to, I know you might have to think about it. But if I say worst gig ever, is there something funny or
I
crazy?
could tell you that in a minute. The worst
Really? I love it. I
gig
want to hear it. See, that's great. That's great. That's great. I love it.
Gigging with me.
Was he on the gig?
Yes, he was on the gig.
Don't
Of course,
say
he's
names, though.
everywhere.
Careful. Don't say names.
What do you mean?
Are you gonna mention names?
Well, I have to mention where we were. We were in Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, that gig. So it was a gig that was. How did we get to anyways, we got to this. We it was a gig for where the industry people were supposed to were going to be there, and it was in Toronto, and that's the thing a little bit about music is that we prepared, you know, you're professional, you do everything that you got to do, you cross all your you dot your I's, you cross your T's, and the whole thing. You get it all down, and you have the musicians, you book your hotel, you do this. The sound man came with us.
Truck,
We rent the truck. You take your stuff, you download, you know, you go all the way to Toronto, and you get there, and it's all cool, and it's a nice place. It was called Stone's Place, and this guy was having, you know, sessions where different bands would come, but A&R people would be there to watch you.
We're talking like serious,
and you know,
and they were there.
and we're serious, and we want to be, you know, we got this album to promote, and we're gonna play these songs, and we're all there, and all of a sudden we're doing a sound check, and our sound man passes by, and he goes,
the speakers are.
He
blown.
does a double take, and he's like,
The speakers are blown. The speakers of the house are blown.
house speakers
Only the
are
tweeters
blown.
are breaking.
It's 4:30. The stores are closing, so there's no way we can get other speakers
This
in
is
there.
the house
right?
PA. It's not PAs like here that we have. The PAs there.
You drive all these 6 hours. How many hours to
There's
get
no
there?
PA. Oh
And
There's no PA.
there's no PA.
So there's 2 monitors on the floor. So Paul's our soundman, Paul Pavetta.
Paul Pavetta, okay.
So he decided, he goes, you know, let me take the monitors, let me shoot the monitors to the crowd.
Towards the
He
crowd.
took
No, she
my
has
wedges
She has no more monitors.
to put it to the people.
Oh my god.
So here I am. I'm doing rockier songs, which is heavier, you know, obviously.
no ears?
No ears, no nothing,
So
no
now,
monitor
so
system
now
for me.
I'm not telling her, at this point, I'm not telling her that Sony's here, Roadrunner, all the labels are here.
And there were actual people there for me. Because we had set it up.
Oh
but
my
but
God.
So if I'm
he
telling,
was keeping it hush.
If I would have told her that, she would have said, forget it.
Because I said when I heard that, I said, I'm not playing. I'm gonna blow my voice. I'm gonna sound like crap. I was like, I'm being my diva. I was like,
well, hey.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna
But
do
it's
this,
true.
you know.
No, it's true.
No, but
And
what
I'm
kind
like,
of- well,
I knew that I wasn't gonna be at my.
But what kind of
you know.
impression you got the guy
And
from
I-
Sony
and I
sitting
had that
4 feet away
pressure
from you,
of-
and you have to deliver, and you
There's
did
no
every-
PA
you
and no
did-
monitoring.
You did everything on your end to be right, and the circumstances are not right.
I think I took it too seriously or whatever, because you know today things happen and you're older and you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
but
back then it was
it was like my do or die, and I really, you know, I was like, what, you know, like.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed at the
it's
thing.
hard to perform
And
at
then
that
when you know you.
So, anyways, to make a long story short, Paul set it up. He made it sound right. We played, and we got the job done.
Wow.
But that was a rough one.
It's right.
It was.
Sometimes
wasn't
it
fun.
doesn't look as bad when you're in the crowd, but that feeling on stage
Yeah,
of
'cause
this
you-
fucking sucks, and you're trying to get through. It's tough. What the? Oh, we have our little mascot. Okay, but no, I get it, right? Because that feeling is like I've been on stage.
I
and
thought
I'm
you were
sure-
saying times up.
Yeah,
Oh,
time's
that's
been
a
up
sign.
a long time
That's a
ago, but
sign.
whatever. It's gonna be good. Yeah, no, that feeling is terrible feeling. I've been there, you know, I'm playing, and it's like something is like yesterday I was playing a gig and we're in a hotel. After 11 o'clock, now the party's going on. After 11 o'clock, it's a house system. At the Queenie, they have a house system. The subs get turned off because it wakes up people in the hotel.
So no more subs.
So no more subs. We're fucking trying to pound it. I'm like,
Who
they had a house tech. So our tech comes, plugs into theirs, and they
okay.
just, so our tech looks and says, no more bass. I'm like, fuck. And now we got to smile. People are partying like crazy.
Yeah.
They don't know, man. But I know.
But they feel it, but they feel it.
I guess there was no bass. There was like very minimal bass.
Wow.
But it is what it is.
It's out of your control.
But like you said, when we were younger, I would have lost my shit years ago. Now it's like, whatever.
You've
No, it was just
tons of stuff.
disappointing.
It's in the end, if I show them with my facials, they'll know more than right now. They're gonna say, "Yeah, something's weird," but the band looks good.
Yeah,
Whereas if I'm showing them, I'm pissed. What the fuck's wrong with the guy?
Yeah,
He looks like he's mad, you know.
Exactly.
I did that on a December Rose gig. I remember my sustain pedal of the keyboard didn't work during a ballad.
Throws you off, man. Yeah.
I was so, and it's recorded, so I'm playing and I see it that I can't sustain a note, so I'm playing accordingly to not let go too fast, right?
Right, because it sounds chopped.
But in the video, you just see my face. The fuck,
Yeah,
and I'm getting mad every chord, and I'm like, why am I doing that? No, and when I listened to it, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Because I compensated,
Yeah.
but my facial
Yeah.
told everybody,
Because
man.
it affected you emotionally.
Yeah, I wanted to fucking flip the keyboard. But anyways, guys, where can we find you? Where do people click? The Ignite is coming out.
514. No.
514.
Well, Ignite's going to be released on all social media, right? It's going to be
Bridget Pace, artist.
So
and
Facebook is what? Bridget Pace?
Bridget Pace.
and
Bridget Pace, artist.
YouTube is Bridget Pace, ECAP Production.
Okay.
Okay, but Bridget Pace or ECAP Production.
Either or, right?
Either or, it's
Okay.
on the same channel.
Okay.
And iTunes and all that, it's already
Bridget
all up.
Pace.
It's
Yeah.
ready to go as soon as the 20th hits. It's gonna be up.
Okay. Instagram?
Instagram,
Bridget Pace,
Bridget,
artist.
all Bridget Pace on Instagram. Okay, cool. So YouTube, and those are the main, right? YouTube, Instagram.
YouTube. And once
Guys,
you guys hear it, you share it, and
that's right. Definitely.
get those views
We're
up.
gonna share it for sure. It's fantastic. I can't wait till guys. All the best of luck.
Thank you.
Once again, Bridget Pace, Instagram, YouTube, ECAP Prod. Is it ECAP Prod?
ECAP Production.
ECAT Production. Either or, you can get the songs and all the old videos as well.
Yeah, everything's there.
That's fantastic. Check it out. Subscribe. Listen to it on Apple Music, on
iTunes,
Spotify, iTunes, all over the place. It should be out by the time you see this. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. I'm not going to go over them again because I went over them at the beginning. Fearless Sounds, she's still here. Bon Appetit, Nettoyage Diamant, and Art Italia. Thank you for sponsoring us. This is another Sessions with Stef. I had such a good time. Check out Let's Talk It Out podcast as well. I'd like to thank you guys once again for having us on. It's fantastic. Finally coming.
Yes.
Thank
finally
you.
Doing
did
me
it.
this favor. I really
and
enjoyed it.
congratulations on doing this. It's
Oh my God!
it's
This
good.
is a joke, like in the sense that I started for fun, in the sense that the old guy who used to produce the show just wanted to. He never did podcasts. He wanted to learn, right? So he said, let's do a podcast. So I said, yeah, sure. I'd like to interview the musicians. He goes, yeah, it's a good idea. So I did one or two, and then I'm like, oh my God, I love this.
It's a great idea. I mean, originally, when we used to do the weddings and stuff,
Yeah.
I always had this idea of doing a show at 5 a.m. after the
After a
gigs.
gig, that's a
And,
great.
no, but at the time, so it's kind of a bit like,
That's a good fucking idea, though.
yeah, but now it's all gone.
That's a good idea.
Now it's all gone, right? At Smoke Meat,
When
the
they're
Jerry
all
Smoke
sweaty.
Meat.
I'll tell you,
and
if I steal
tired
that
after-
idea, I'm calling you. I'm gonna
No,
call you.
but this idea is today. That idea would have worked 20 years ago.
20 years
This
ago.
is today. So you have a bit of that
Yeah.
musicians and the connection with Montreal music.
I like it, and I see that other people can relate to it too, because I know it's musicians, but still people relate to music. So it doesn't only have to be musicians who listen to it.
Exactly. And there's performances too. That
And,
show
but
off,
yeah, I
which
like
is
that. I
awesome.
like to do that
So-
because it's different than all the other podcasts. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. We are gonna do it again. You didn't know that yet, but you are gonna come back. I like to have all the guests back. I like to see how they're doing. In 6 months, a year from now, whatever the time may be, we have them back and we do another session.
We'll be back.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Have a good night. Another Sessions.